So once again, very, very good evening. So let's start it here. The today's session is on individual differences, learner characteristics, the individual differences. As we have discussed the different characteristics of the learners and the characteristics of the adult learners, characteristics of the that adolescent learners, characteristics of the teachers. So almost everywhere, this is the individual differences. It is in the syllabus. That's the same thing. The individual differences is there, right? Nothing it's differences, it's given in the separate word as in the syllabus, but I want to make you clear that the same thing it is there, right? Nothing it is differences. So whatever the characteristics that we had learned, the characteristics is varied among the learners, right? So that the individual differences are. So individual differences are in terms of intelligence, in terms of learning style, in terms of personality traits, in terms of motivations, and etc. Right? So there is nothing so different so that I would describe you more on it, right? So basically, because this is the same kind of the topic which is in this. So learner characteristics is differ from person to person or from a student to a student. So teacher must be aware of all these differences that to effectively cater to each learner needs, because learner needs that you, until unless if you would not understood the what the particular learner wants or their what their needs are, what they want to become basically, what their aim is in this particular field, so then only you can go with their effective communications. So example could be taken it here: a learner who is an introvert may require more quiet time to process the information than a learner who is an extrovert. So it is true here that it may take some extra time or some quiet time that to express and make them understood. As in context of the extrovert, if you would see it, they basically take the less time. Okay, so that is what the differences between the different learners. So these are the some individual differences, would not go into the one by one, because we had discussed all those things. What are the intelligence differences? So only the things are there which been mentioned: the learning style, intelligence. So learning style which is affecting that maybe some learners prefer visual learning, some may be auditory learning, some may be kinesthetic learning. Some visual learners use the diagram, some use the images. Right, you can understand in this way when you as a teacher evaluate the copy of the students, right? Because there are the 40, for an example, there are the 40 to 45 students in your classes, and you are a teacher, and you have taken an exam, and everybody has given a you a written copy, whatever you had asked in the exam, and you are now start evaluating all those answer keys, all those questions, all those that written copies, that you would be getting to know that the each copies has having the difference from the others. Somebody had used the same questions, while answering they had used the diagrams, they had made drawn the images. Okay, they had given the examples, they have written 2 or 3 pages to elaborate more in detail. So somebody's has written point to point only, somebody's has written in some particular way. So because that, I want to tell you that learning styles and is very much different, and it varies from person to person, it varies from a student to a student. We cannot fix that each and every learner would be this in the same style, because sometimes they prefer the lectures, sometimes they prefer discussions, sometimes they prefer kind of the visuals. So learners having the different styles. Okay, in the same way, intelligence, if you would talk, so intelligence in terms of that its ability to understand the up and apply the new information, what the grasping power it is, right? So basically the linguistic intelligence is there in one kind, which having a strong ability to understand and use language effectively, while a learner with high logical mathematical engines may have the strong ability. So these are the same things which we had explained in the previous sessions, in terms of the intelligence, how the one person is differentiated from the others. Okay, so example is given, it's about the language intelligence, and we had talked more on it, that what the language linguistic intelligence differ from student to students. One student have the knowledge of the various languages, and one student can have the no other you can say the no other understanding of the other languages. So this is what it's here the differences creates. Okay, Now coming to it here, the personality part. So personality part is the here which can impact how they interact with others in the learning environment. For example, here it's given an introvert learner may prefer to work independently and may be likely to participate in the group activities. So that is what it's here. It is depend upon the students that if he is an introvert, he or she is an introvert learner, definitely he or she will prefer to work independently. Okay, because he is an introvert and they like basically to participate in the group activities. And who is an extrovert learner, they enjoy the social interactions and more likely to participate in kind of discussions work or group works. Okay, so this is what the differences are there, and it creates a differences from learners to learners, right? In terms of the personality wise. Same is in the motivations. For some students, the motivation could be that the videos. Some motivations could be of the teachers. Some motivations have the more support of and some other areas. So that is what the motivation, the internal. If you are a spiritual, if you do meditation, that could be a motivation part. If you talk to the teacher for solving the questions and all, if having the doubt and all, that is the motivation which motivate you internally. So extrinsic motivation, intrinsic motivations are there, which we had explained you in the previous sessions. You should must go through the previous sessions if you are going and ahead in the syllabus. Okay, prior knowledge, we had told you that what the unique level of the prior knowledge has the learner, right? So which is going to impact their ability to understand the new information. So for an example, it's given a learner who has a strong foundation in their particular subject area that may be able to grasp the new concepts more easily. So yet it's true, if the fundamentals are clear, very much clear, if you have done the BJMC and you know that what the photography it is and you have run the camera and you have worked in the industries as well, so you are very much familiar with these things. Okay, so you are having the prior knowledge of the softwares, you are having the prior knowledge of the photography, so that it will not create a problem when you will placed in a job and somewhere. So that is what the prior knowledges are basically. So each learner has a unique level of the prior knowledges. We cannot differentiate among them. Yes, we can differentiate in terms of the gender and all, but the thing it is that the prior knowledge basically it is from the previous knowledges about the concerned subjects. Okay, is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we had gone through these questions, I think so. So let's, which of the following is the characteristics of the adolescent learner? I think we have cleared all this question.
Yeah, we have done, sir.
Yeah, so we'll not waste the time here and we'll, yeah. So factor affecting teaching related to the teachers are the main which we have listed it here. The first it is knowledge and expertise in their subject matter. So this is also one of the very popular because popular why I'm saying popular, because this is as in preference or priorities number one, that if you are a teacher of concerned particular subject, so you should be master in those subject. You have the fundamentals should be very much clear, the knowledge about that concerned subject should be there. Okay, if any from any area of that particular subject, if any question is asked, you are able to answer, right? You have read the so many references books, you are having the so much capable of answering all those areas questions, right? You are able to answer subjectively. Okay, so that is all, it's the how much you are expert in your field. Like for an example, as a video editor, if a video editor is editing the videos, applying some effects over on the text, over on the videos, okay, on the audios. So basically he or she is very much proficient in the video editing. So if you would ask anything related to the videos editing, definitely he will answer and he will be able to teach the students as well in terms of the video editing. Okay, so that you have to know it, that what the basically how much you are master in your subjects as a teacher. So this is one of the important factor which affect the teaching. If you, so many of the teachers you might have been seen who is not well experienced in their subject matters and is lacking somewhere, so not able to solve all those queries related to it. Okay. Second, it is the teaching style and methodology, that using of different teaching methods. So you are going to apply the different teaching methods so that it make the engagement to the learners, and it creates the some unique different learning environment in every classes. Okay. So like for an example, I would be also applying in each of the units, right? So for single unit in the teaching aptitude, I am going to I'm covering all those three things in the through the PPTs. Sometimes I will be going through the digital boards. Sometimes I will be using the graphics tablets. Sometimes I will be writing on the whiteboard, right? So you will be looking over on different style teaching styles. I would be sometime going through the MCQ sessions, classes, quiz sessions, right? Sometimes I would be discussing the open forum discussions where you will ask all those queries, whatever you are preparing, and will answer all those questions. So as a teacher, you should apply the different methodology styles, sometimes practical oriented, sometimes theoretical oriented, sometimes kind of the visual interactions related, sometimes doubt solving queries related. So how you are engaging your students, that is also an important. The communication skills, so communicate effectively both verbally and non-verbally, as we had discussed this important things earlier in in our first or second topic in the teaching aptitude, that if, as a teachers, that you should communicate effectively, because whatever the words which you will speak, that is going to impact on entire students in your classes. So you should communicate effectively because your personality will reflect that. Okay, your the communication style will reflect on those students. It should not like the you are boring the students, right? You make them bored. So whatever the examples you are giving, whatever the words which you are using, it should be simple, concise, clear, and effective. Simple. Okay. In the same way, non-verbal communication should be also there in terms of the, that is the body postures and the body movement and gestures and all that should be appropriate. The third, that is pedagogical training and experiences, that professional training and processes, teaching experience can apply the effective teaching strategies. The same thing that if you are a teacher, you should make the lessons plan, right? That how the things are made basically in out of the 30 class, on what topics which you are going to taught, at what time you are going to taught. There should be like the scheduled classes. There should be like the learning management systems type classes. There should be like some experiences which you can give in the lessons. Okay. So you can apply the different strategies. So basically the pedagogical training and experiences are that things, the techniques, the expertise, that strategies, uh, how you are going to apply all those things, how you are going to give it, like the you are giving a you are making a lessons plan, that what you will teach in this particular week. You are taking a workshop and giving a training to the aspirants, training to the students, right? And you are communicating effectively. But the thing it is that what content you would teach, what they will miss, what in the next class you will teach, that should be a planned in a way. Okay, the timetable should be very interactive so that they can be also aware that what the topic is going to be discussed on next day. So personal values, attitudes, and beliefs are the next one, which is the which talks about that values, attitudes, and the beliefs, basically how it affect going to create a positive learning environments. So value added courses are theirs that also help in order to make the positive learning environments. So you have to make these all those things, that whatever the strategies, the motivations, commitment, the skills, the style, the methodology, so your expertise in your particular subject, knowledge, each and entire things that are going to affect the teaching styles. Okay. So that you have to keep in mind, that what are the factors that would affect the learning environment. Okay. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
fine. So just wait a minute. Now, another some three factors are there. That is availability of the quality of the textbooks and other learning resources, accessing to the technology and multimedia resources, relevance and the sustainability of the learning resources for the curriculum. So it is talking it about the all the kind of the learning resources, whether it is ebooks, whether it is textbooks, whether it is the video classes, the mock tests, the study materials, test series, reference books. This kind of the resources should be there. That will be definitely going to support in the teaching and learning. Okay. So what you are going to provide, not only the lectures that you would provide, you are going to provide the live sessions, you are going to provide the recorded sessions, you are uploading the all the recorded lectures timely, you are providing the mock test, the test series, and for the practicing all those previous year questions, the study materials PDF, another the resources what you are providing in the form of textbooks and all, the online exams that you are taking weekly to analyze the performance of the students, what they are doing. So these all kind of the materials and the factors which affect the teachings. Okay, so these are basically that it is available or not. So before purchasing the course, you just look over on all those resources that that is you are getting or not, right? So this is what the availability which talks it about. Access to the technology and multimedia resources, that's the same things here, that basically we are providing in the Android, right? And we are also providing the login with the same login credentials where you can log in with your the websites, right? So each and every study materials and the video lectures, test and online exams, everything which you are using and accessing in the mobile phone, that can also be accessed through the website. So we are providing the both kind of things. If you are very much optimize through the mobile phones, so you can access through the mobile phones. If you are very much uh, flexible with the website or the laptop, you can also log in with the same credentials. So how much the in terms of the technology, the learning experiences are upgraded. Okay, there should not be like any bugs or the anythings. Okay, that should be very much enhancing and making and grabbing the attention of the learners. Okay, so same things here in the form of video lectures, because we are living in the digital era. So videos lectures is very much to be effective, right? So relevance and suitability of the learning resources for the curriculum. The learning resources should align with the curriculum and learning objectives. Again, here that is it's about the curriculums. When we say the curriculums, so inside the curriculum itself is a very broad term. Inside it, the syllabus comes, the all kind of the practicalities concerns are basically inside the curriculums. So how the other related things, like other related things could be the culture, that could be the sport, that could be the NCC, that could be the NSS, that could be the anything could be there, which is basically a in the teaching itself. Other than the syllabus, what they basically have the qualities which find in the students. Other than syllabus, that could be the different skills the teaching uh, when you are providing the skills uh, as a teacher. So what are the other than the syllabus, that curriculum you have to focus the may might be the cultural event, dancing, singing, musics. Okay, and also that other relevance could be there related to the drama. Okay, that they're related to the some part of the vocational courses, that could be also approach towards the startups. Okay, that could be also related to the environment. Okay, so these are some things which is could be the relevance and some learning resources for the curriculum. Okay, because when we provide the courses, then course in the courses itself there are the course objectives and the course outcomes. Okay, so your course objectives, how much it is aligning with the outcomes. If the student is if the student has purchased the digital marketing course, so whatever the objectives of the particular courses are, so after learning the digital environment, after completing the syllabus of the digital environment, after going through this all resources, are the students are capable to take a job in the digital marketing? So how much your objectives are aligned with the outcomes? That also is an important in this. Okay, got it, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now see, basically we are talking about all those factors, each and every factors that is affecting the teaching related to the some other things that in the previous sessions we had discussed in the in the terms of support learner, in that learner, okay, support material, instructional facilities, almost each and everything are similar, but you had to think as in how it is affecting the teachings. Okay, so availability and adequacy of the physical facilities also affect the teachings. If there is no proper classrooms, means nowadays the classrooms should be the smart classrooms. There should be the proper updated technologies laboratories, right? Whether you talk about the computer lab, whether you talk about the studios, there should be the proper microphone, proper chroma fitting, proper the lighting, right? The if you're talking about any others lab, that could be of the chemistry lab, physics lab, if there is, if you're talking that concerned subjects, then there should be the proper laboratories where the students will learn, and as a teacher you can teach well with the practical experiments. There should be the proper smart classrooms where you can where you can use the projectors, right, to show your ppts and highlight those all those highlighted points and make them understand. So you can show your videos related to the topics. That could you can make engaging the class, right? So how you can make the engaging class? That if the classrooms are updated, right? So the benches are proper, the lighting facilities are there, the air conditions are there, right? So proper, if it is functioning classrooms are there, definitely it will enhance the quality of teaching and the learnings, right? It should not be like that in the summer seasons and the students are very much kind of they are not paying attention just due to the very much hot, right? So that could be the that could going to impact the quality of the teaching. Okay, so availability and adequacy of the physical facility should be there. Safety and security of the learning environment. A safe and secure learning environment is essential to ensure that learners feel very much comfortable and can concentrate uh, on the learning. So that the same things if it is not basically is focusing on the girls, okay, but it is for the safety, means fire safety. Okay, you might have been seen in just I think 15 or 1 months before that there was an case in the Delhi, right? And it was just happened that there was no such safety. Have you seen that news that related with the which happened in Delhi, the security and safety? Yes, exactly. So that should be there. Okay. So, yeah. So students and learners or the teachers can feel the comfortable that yes, classroom sinks. So that is then another issues. So availability of the instructional equipment and the tools should be there, comfort and accessibility of the learning environments, capacity to accommodate the number of the learners, right? The number of the benches. It should not be like the 5 person is sitting in particular one benches. There should be a capacities, enough capacities so that can be accommodated the comfort and accessibility of the learning environment as well. So these are all some things. It is about the instructional facilities when we talk it about safety, securities, availabilities, comfort, capacities, right? Laboratories, classrooms. Okay. Now Coming to its the factors affecting teaching related to the learning environment. So the learning environment refers to the physical and psychological climate where teachers and learning takes place. Factors such as lighting, seating arrangement, temperature, noise levels can impact the learning experiences of the students. Yes. So it is in terms of the learning environment, what the classroom environments are, what the classroom learning environments are. It is just beside the main road or highway. If there is, then lot of the noise would come. So what, how the structure of the roofs are, okay? It is not like in the rainy season that it and the classroom is sinking, okay? It is how the learning environment which you are creating, okay? So it also affect us in teachings. The classroom, what the size of the classrooms are, all the facilities are there or not in terms of it. So because that is also going to impact very much. Like for example, uh, just visit the campus of the IITs, just visit the campus of the XLRI, visit the campus of the Oxford universities, okay, Stanford universities, that. So basically, campuses also makes the psychologically impact, okay, the JNU campus, if you talk it, and one university which is in the particular small cities, so that also make the psychological climate, basically that is what it talking about, the learning environment which you get in the entire campus of the universities. So like if you are going to take the admissions in bachelor's or in the master's or in the PhD, you would be probably looking the learning environment, right? So how the university it is, right? Basically, if you are going with the central universities, that definitely as comparison to the state universities, you the facilities would be much better there, okay? So that is going to impact a lot in terms of the psychologically, okay? So next it is the peer relationship and the interactions. The peer relationship and interactions can have a significant impact on learner social and emotional development of the academic sources. Yes. So uh, how you are studying and with whom you are studying, okay, what kind of the groups that you are living, okay, with living. So basically ये सारी चीज़ें डिपेंड करता है कि आप किसके साथ हो, किसके साथ आपकी संगत, किसके साथ आपकी पीयर ग्रुप्स कौन है, किसके साथ इंटरेक्शंस हो रही है, दैट इज बेसिकली गोइंग टू इम्पैक्ट अ लॉट in terms of socially and emotionally and in academic as well. So यहाँ पे वही चीजें हैं कि what kind of the peer groups that you have. If the peer group is basically in good academics, definitely it is going to impact. So लर्निंग इन्वायरमेंट में हम क्लासरूम तो देखते ही हैं, कैंपस तो देखते ही हैं, साथ साथ में हमारा पीयर ग्रुप्स भी कैसा है और इनके साथ इंटरेक्शन कैसा है. In the same way that a student teacher relationships and interactions also is a learning environment, right? So positive student-teacher relationships and interactions is going to enhance the learning experiences and improve the academic outcomes, right? So what is your relationship with the teachers? If it is positive, definitely it is going to enhance a good learning experiences. Okay. Classroom management and discipline. The same things here. That is, and this all going to create a positive and conducive learning environment. So these all are some factors that is going to affect the teachings in terms of the learning environment. Okay, it is clear, and if there is any doubt in anywhere, then please ask. Please tell anywhere any doubt. So teaching aptitude is so easy. You can score out 5 out of 5, but you have to do the practice. Okay. So we will go through the question as well. Anywhere that you want to ask in this area, because it is going to end the unit, right? There is nothing so much in this particular unit, but in terms of the PYQs, we will have a lot of the topic. So when we go through the PYQ topics, we have a lot things, okay, that we will be discussing. So yeah, in like they are going to ask in terms of the factors affecting teachings, like what are the factors, or which one of the following factors is going to affect the teachers in terms of particular these things. They could take any kind of the points in terms of motivations. They will make framework questions and they will be asking to you. In terms of the pedagogical training and experiences, they will frame questions and going to ask you. So at any factor, they can frame a questions and they will ask the questions. Okay. So lot of the questions are there, which I think at the end of the unit, we will be discussing with the two sessions, right? 2 to 3 sessions में हम सारे टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड रिलेटेड क्वेश्चंस कंप्लीट करेंगे अप्रॉक्सीमेटली. कोई भी क्वेश्चंस नहीं छूटेगा. ईच एंड एवरी क्वेश्चंस विल बी डिस्कस्ड. ओके, सो डू नॉट बी वरी फॉर द क्वेश्चंस. क्वेश्चंस आर मेनी, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं, अनगिनत क्वेश्चंस हैं. सो आपको 200-250 क्वेश्चंस की प्रैक्टिस करा दूंगा टीचिंग एप्टीट्यूड से. ओके, सो जस्ट टॉपिक से बताएंगे. कोई डाउट्स है, कोई टॉपिक्स में समझ नहीं आया, कोई पॉइंट समझ में नहीं आया, या कुछ टॉपिक्स में कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है, तो प्लीज बताइए. ऑल क्लियर? Okay, Shalin is saying yes, it's clear. Everyone say please, it's clear. Then we'll be knowing कि हाँ सभी चीजें clear हैं. Yes, Diksha saying clear, Payal saying clear, Mayuri saying clear, Shalin saying clear. Okay. So fine. In I think in just 1 or 2 classes, एक और 2 classes और होगी teaching aptitude की. Syllabus हमारा finish हो जाएगा first unit का. After the finishing the first unit, we'll conduct 2 or 3 sessions, that in which we will be discussing the entire previous year questions from the teaching aptitude which have been asked. And now after that will also be comparison parallelly, particularly in the parallel mode में हम comparison भी करेंगे कि सिलेबस से कितना बाहर क्वेश्चंस आए. जो हमने पढ़ा क्या वो क्वेश्चंस में था, आपको पता चलेगा वो क्वेश्चंस में बहुत ही कम थे. Because all those areas which have been asked in the questions, it's not mentioned in the syllabus, right? Syllabus is just a foundation. It's just a foundation. You have to think in very advanced way, because advanced type questions basically come, and you have to open your mind. You have to do the brainstorming. Okay, that what kind of the questions basically comes from the teaching aptitude. You have to understand in a very in-depth way. Okay, so we'll discuss all those questions. So do not be worried for the questions. Okay, just go through the concepts and clear it. And please attend the sessions regularly. Otherwise, it is going to lose you. And don't say in the later that I have left the questions from the teaching aptitude and all. Okay. So thank you to all. Thank you so much. We'll meet in the upcoming sessions. Take care and stay safe. Okay. So we'll meet just after the 10 minutes. Okay. Fine.